Hello, and welcome to Late Night with Mike. I'm your host, Mike. We have a great show for you tonight, and a great lineup outside the snack bar at Studio A. Got Fritos and iced tea. We have a wonderful guest on the show tonight, but first let's thank the first sponsor of our show, Pups.com. Are you tired of watching Days of Our Lives reruns alone? Pups.com can match you up with your future companion in just minutes. Just go online and answer a few overly personal questions, and the team at Pups.com will match you up with a wonderful dog that's ready for adoption in your area. Use code LMN40 for 40% off your first purchase. Tonight on the show, we have a great guest for you all. Now, James and DeFranco have had their fair share of success in Hollywood, with many hits including 21 Jump Street, Nerve, and Spider-Man. So get excited, because tonight, their brother, Tom Franco, is here. Welcome to the show, Tom. Welcome.
Hello, Mike. Thanks for having me here. I'm really excited to be here, actually, and get the opportunity to chat about what I've been up to.
Well, that's great, Tom. Our viewers are very excited to have you today, and I'm looking forward to getting into your background, past, and mediocre present. Now, you are without a doubt the least known Franco brother, but you have had a few notable works.
Yes, that's correct. I'm very proud of my work and what I have accomplished.
I'm told that you had very humble beginnings in the 1990 horror flick Basket Case 2 as the imperative character of Frog Boy.
Yep, that's correct. I'm very proud of that role and the work I put into the character. It was just a great way to break into the spotlight.
You continued to do work in films such as The Devil Wears Toupee. Now, any relation to the cult classic The Devil Wears Prada?
No, Mike. I mean, not at all. I mean, I think this short film really stands on its own. I mean, there's really nothing similar between the two besides the name. It's strictly coincidental.
Well, now, we actually have that movie poster pulled up here. Let's take a look at it.
No. I mean, we don't have to do that. I mean...
Oh, interesting. Definitely interesting. Now, next, you moved on to one of my personal favorites, the 2012 summer hit Spring Breakers. You had a much bigger role in this one, as you were a part of the main ensemble. You played Alien, and you got to work with big names like Selena Gomez and Vanessa Hudgens. Now tell us more about that.
Well, Mike, working with that cast was the opportunity of a lifetime, but I do want to correct you just one little thing. I mean, I didn't play the role of Alien, actually. That was my brother, James Franco, but I mean, I was still in the film, no doubt. I played Thug Number 1. It was still a great opportunity and a great role to play.
Oh, okay. Sorry about the mistake. I hope I'm correct in bringing up your new movie, Reminisce, which is supposed to come out later this year, correct?
Yes, Mike. It's currently in post-production, and I'm really excited to see how that comes out. It's a story about taking a journey and learning to appreciate the world that you thought you left behind.
Wow, sounds really interesting and not at all like anything that's already out there. And which one of your brothers is starring in it?
None of them, Mike. This is just my own personal project, and I'm really using it as an opportunity to break out from what my family has done. And I'm really excited to share it with the world because living with them is just such a...
Okay, well, now I think it's time for us to play a game. We're going to play Guess That Movie. Now, these are all movies that you have been in, and we're going to see if you can remember back across your expansive career.
Great. Sounds fun.
After a teen boy is bit by a diseased creature, he suddenly developed a power that can only be described as super. He and his friends grapple with the sudden changes, and their relationships evolve over the course of the film.
That is the original Spider-Man, Mike.
Correct. What a classic.
Indeed it was, but to correct you again, that was my brother James who played Harry Osborn. That wasn't me.
Alrighty, moving on. A scientist who's been working on a cognitive drug for years is hoping that it will be successful in helping his own father's condition. The improvement on both the father and the test subjects look promising until their improvement begins to pose a threat.
That was Rise of the Planet Apes, Mike, but I was only in that one briefly as a background performer. It was, again, my brother James Franco who led that cast.
Okay then, third time's a charm. In this movie, first-time parents move away from the city and into the suburbs in hopes of a fresh start with their new family. They quickly find growing pains with their college-aged neighbors.
God. Okay, that was the movie Neighbors, but once again, that was not me. That was my brother Dave Franco, who played a supporting role in the film.
Unfortunate. But good news for you is that we have one last movie for the game. An online game gains popularity with teens as it challenges players to participate in a series of dares. The dares get more dangerous and more entertaining as the film goes on.
That was my brother. Again, that's a film that Dave did with Emma Roberts many years ago. I thought this was about me.
Okay, and that was Guess That Movie. Tom, I hope you had fun. I know I sure did.
Yeah, you may have fun, but I didn't. I mean, seriously, what is wrong with their researchers here? I mean, seriously, do they not even do any work around here? I mean, I was in one of those movies, briefly. I mean, what's the point of that game not to have movies that I was in or worked on? I mean, that game was such a joke. I mean, my brothers are talented. I mean, I'll give them that. But I've been in many great other things, but I have to continue living in their shadow.
Now is as good a time as ever to introduce our final sponsor for today's program. In 1964, a fresh, new perspective to fast food grew across America. Born and raised in Ohio, Arby's is one of my personal favorites. And let me just tell you, they truly have the meats. So get out today and try the new Wagyu Steakhouse Burger and get a taste of what we love here at Late Night with Mike. And we're back with our wonderful guest, Tom Franco. And we have one last thing to discuss before we sign off, and that is your new adventure into teaching.
Yes, that's correct, Mike. I've recently discovered my natural ability for teaching and helping others to navigate the complicated life that Hollywood brings.
Interesting. So what is it that you're sharing with us and the world for the very first time today?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Today, I am very proud to be announcing my DVD set for how to become a successful Hollywood actor. This 10 DVD set compiles all of the knowledge I have learned over the years and shares it with you.
Riveting. And what's it called?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Mike. This 10 DVD set is called Growing Up in the Shadows, How to Become a Successful Hollywood Actor.
Wow. What a fitting title. Now, where can the viewers find this, and how much can they get out of it?
Well, starting tonight, Growing Up in the Shadows, How to Become a Successful Hollywood Actor will be available through the QVC network and in select big lots across the U.S. And if I may, let me let you all in on a little secret. The amount of materials and knowledge that is included within these 10 DVDs, it's frankly just priceless.
Priceless. Is there a dollar amount that correlates to priceless?
I'm so very glad you asked, Mike. For the low, very low price of $99.99, anyone can have access to the knowledge that I have gained over the years and curated for you to have today.
Wow, Tom. I think it's really admirable that you would share all this knowledge and make it your mission to help struggling actors for the low, low price of $99.99.
I mean, exactly. I mean, that was 100% the goal when I set out to make this. I mean, I wanted to help those who may feel like they're in the shadows, like me, but are ready to put in the work to become the successful Hollywood actor they have always dreamt of being.
Hollywood is a wild game, so it's great to see someone from the shadows trying to tame it.
Yeah, I'm just very excited to see how it does and hopefully the impact that it makes.
Well, that about does it for us at Late Night with Mike. Thank you, Tom, for joining us. And we're wishing you all the luck in the world with the new movie and the new DVD set. If any of you huge corporate companies are interested in becoming a sponsor of our show, reach out. It's truly the only way we keep this show on the air. We will see you next month, and have a good night.